Hi, my name is Gary Brock, and I work for the Hamilton County Developmental Disability Services. In this tutorial, we will look at the features of the myHCDDS provider search. We'll learn how to use the Residential and Day Services wizard to help guide you through your first search. Then you will learn how to use the search panel for finer control of your search criteria and access powerful features like the geographic filter. After that, we'll step into how to work with the search results, the provider entries returned from your search, how you can sort, pick columns, export data, or even email providers directly from the tool. Lastly, we'll take a closer look at the details of a provider to review the key areas that will help find the best choice of support for you. But before we get started, we should briefly cover what the myHCDDS provider search is and what it is not. The myHCDDS provider search is a tool created by the Hamilton County Developmental Disability Services in southwestern Ohio. It includes public information about developmental disability providers found in Hamilton County, Ohio, and surrounding areas. The myHCDDS provider search does not include information about doctors or medical institutions, nor does it include information about all developmental disability providers from across Ohio or the United States for that matter. For an exhaustive list of developmental disability providers from across all of Ohio, please visit the Ohio Department of Developmental Disabilities Provider Search at the link below. All right, with that said, let's get started. To access the myHCDDS provider search, first navigate with a modern browser to the URL listed below. The home page includes a brief description on how the provider search works, the Residential and Day Services wizard, and our commitment to be open to feedback and suggestions. The Residential and Day Services wizard will lead you through a series of guiding questions to help identify which services will best meet your needs. This is especially useful for first-time users who may be unfamiliar with picking a provider. Clicking on each answer will lead you through the wizard, giving feedback on your progress until you reach 100% in the progress bar. After the final question is answered, the search will be submitted with the most appropriate criteria selected and return all of the provider entries which match. Let's step through an example. In this example, we are interested in residential support. We would prefer to work with an agency provider. We have a level 1 waiver, and we would like to receive homemaker personal care. Now that our search has been submitted by the wizard, we should take a look at how many providers were returned. Wow, 180 is a lot of providers to review, so we will want to review our search criteria. Let's take a look at the variety of options to further refine our search. From the top, click on the Search Panel button to open it. Note that the Agency Provider Type button is selected based on our response to the questions from the wizard. Each search filter is fully described by clicking on its corresponding help icon. The search panel offers easy access to continually refine your search for a provider by including any or all of the filters listed. To illustrate this, we should first review the service which has been selected previously by submitting our search through the wizard. As you can see, the Homemaker Personal Care service under the Level 1 waiver is currently checked. And as mentioned, if you are unfamiliar with the service, you can click on the help icon for a full description. Now we can include another search filter by adding a search address and search radius. This will further refine the provider entries by only returning those with a location within 2 miles of our address. After the new criteria has been added, click on the Map Data view to display the map, and the pin to hold the search panel open. Then click on the Search button to resubmit our search. As you can see, after refining our search geographically, we've reduced the total to a more manageable list of 6 providers. This time we have opened the list and the map data views. The map will display locations for each of the providers in the list below. If you hover your cursor over any of the locations depicted in the map, an information box will appear with details on the provider location. These locations can also be clicked to select or unselect any of the providers. Note the selected providers are kept in sync between the list and the map views. Below in the list view are a few additional features. The field list dropdown will allow you to display in the list view which fields are most meaningful to you. The export and email buttons are also affected by which fields are currently selected in the field list. For example, let's unselect the website field, select the primary distance field, and the contract email field. Because we have added a geographic filter to our search, the primary distance field will display the distance in miles from our search address to each primary provider location. The export button will allow you to extract the displayed fields from the search providers to either a CSV text file or to Microsoft Excel. The email button will allow you to generate a new email from one of the displayed email fields. Note at this time, an email can be generated using either the primary email address or the contract's email address. Now that the primary distance field has been added, click on the column header to sort by distance. Note that the first provider listed is now the closest in our location. There are a number of things you will want to consider when choosing a provider. Location may be an important factor for you. Let's take a look at the details of the closest provider on the list. Click on the provider's name and you will be redirected to their detail page. At the top is a list of convenient links to further help pick the right provider for you. Below, you will find a number of sections that cover basic information, locations, contacts, certifications and contracts, profile experiences, and any public documents available for the provider. You'll want to take a close look at all of this information when reviewing a provider. If the current provider looks promising, you may want to bookmark the page in your browser for follow-up at a later date. To review other providers from your search results, click on the Return to Search button. Thank you for watching this tutorial on the myHCDDS provider search. I hope that you will find it useful when looking for the best choice of support for you. If you have any comments, questions, or ideas for improving the tool, click on the Contact Us button at the bottom of the page. Goodbye, and have a great day.